we are very much like these things. We're giving off a vibration every day. It's not always the same, but it will be close depending on where we're at, what we're feeling, what we're about to deal with. And you don't have to have the same tuning fork if you don't want to. You can decide what frequency you're going to be resonating. And a good example of that is interacting with others, going on stage for the first time. You're nervous. You want to choose a frequency that's going to be receptive to others and helpful to you for whatever it is that you're about to do. So we don't consider these things. We've learned to just be people and let whatever happens, and pay a bit of attention to where our thoughts and things are. But if you go directly to the frequency and stay out of the pros and cons of all your thoughts, the frequency will help you more, because once you're in a certain frequency, the words you're looking for, your energy towards whomever you are interacting with will be better received. And it really comes down to frequency. Everything comes down to frequency. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Everything has one. It needs it to be here. And once we grasp how important your frequency is in this world, when you are interacting, performing, trying to cultivate things, you start to play with frequencies, use them, and you will soon see that frequencies make all the difference. The one that you're holding, the one that you're expressing, matter more than you could possibly imagine. Now, we're just going to talk about some certain situations where they matter a lot. When we just mentioned going on stage for the first time, stage fright, nervousness, all of that kind of stuff would be lessened greatly if you were vibrating at something in around 432 to 1,000 hertz. And what we find in those types of frequencies is integrity, authenticity, love, compassion, empathy, and a whole myriad of other positive emotions. Now, we can spend some time in them prior to an event, and you'll find that that event is so much easier for you to handle and feel good about. I'd like to talk about your receptor cells. Your receptor cells are not just receptor cells. They have the ability to broadcast as well. And so is your heart and mind. We receive and we transmit, and there's all types of ways that your body can do that under frequency. Okay. I'd like to throw out a hypothesis. Our immune systems. We think that it is a bacterial virus fight in the body the majority of the time, and that's where our immune systems are, and for the most part they are. I also believe that our immune system plays a role outside the body, because we have this ability to broadcast our frequencies. When we are in a high frequency, all illness, disease, bacteria, viruses have a very low frequency. When they enter our field, this one here in particular that we're standing in, they're very small, very fragile, and to make it through this field alive, not transmuted into something else, that field has to be very low. Depression, anxiety, fear, all the things that sort of shut this down. I don't believe that those germs can live any length of time in a highly resonant field. I believe there's a reason we were asked to stay 6 feet away from people, not because of us passing germs on, but some of us killing them. That's speculation, but that's where my mind goes, because I believe our immune systems are also in this field. Now, we know frequency-wise with all living things, highest frequency wins. So that's where you have two things. Tuning forks, for example. If I ring this and there's another tuning fork just like it, it'll begin to ring whether I bang it or not. But also, when you're playing highs and lows, high always wins. Okay, and it's good to remember that you have a force outside of you as well as the one inside of you. And the reason I say this is because I work in an environment with a large amount of people the majority of the time. And the colds and flus and all the illnesses that pass through from person to person very, very rarely pass on to me. And when they do, they're short-lived and the recovery is very quick. I absolutely believe that it has to do with the frequency in my body, the frequency outside my body as well. Because there's a reason that they're not even given the opportunity to start. Okay, and that's the best sense that I can make of it. And I believe that there's more to it than we know. Okay, so I'm going to say that work on your frequency if you want to be healthy. Your frequency is the foundation of every aspect of your health. No matter which aspect you look at, there's a frequency there. And if it's a healthy situation, it's because of the frequency that you carry about the subject matter. And we are so diversified in subject matter. And some things we feel good about, some things we don't. And those feelings carry a frequency and they matter in the outcome. Okay? So just another perspective to think about is our frequency inside and outside of the body in every aspect of our situations in life, that frequencies can help you. Now, the receptor cells are very good at communication with the environment. And I do believe that they play a part in the broadcast of the frequency that we resonate out. I don't believe that it's just the heart and mind. I think everything's resonating. And I believe that's our first line of defense. And if we don't pay any mind to it, we generally are open to these flus and colds, viruses and bacteria, because our frequency can be low just a lot of the time. So let's pay attention to our frequencies. I would also like to touch on subscriptions. Now, this channel has been up and running for no more than 5 weeks. The subscriptions have been well up over 200 and brought right back down to 50. It's not anything that I'm worried about. I don't understand the logic of the algorithms. But if you think you are subscribed and you want to be subscribed, please check, because it's likely that you are not. Anyway, have a good day. I'll talk to you later.